Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 1 of the NFL preseason with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. And I personally haven't done a lot of research on a lot of these preseason games, but Joe Duffy is covering every Friday game. He's researched all of them, read Twitter, read Facebook, read everything he's supposed to read to get some inside info to give us some possible betting value on these preseason lines. Right now, we're going to take a look at Tampa Bay, Jacksonville. Joe Duffy, thanks for being back with us.
Thank you, Peter. Let's pick some winners.
All right. Before we get to the winner in this one, I haven't done any research on this game specifically, but I do know a lot about you as a handicapper and your record, so that's what I'll discuss right now for about 15 seconds. Last year in the NFL, 56% against the spread in a big sample size with us. Those were in plays, free plays in our videos, including 27 and 16 against the spread in the regular season in games that I asked you to take, not your best bets. You took any game that I asked you to cover, and you had a great record with it. Joe Duffy, thanks so much. Plug OffshoreInsiders.com for a second.
No, ironically, this is about my 8th year that I've been completely on my own, but it's my 27th year of being a handicapper. And way back in my ScorePhone days where we were literally told that I did have to cover preseason football, it was probably a blessing in disguise because I used to think it was a square player that would play preseason football. But the research I did, I found out you can read the tea leaves and come up with big advantages in the preseason. And we've proven that over the years and most recently at OffshoreInsiders.com.
Well, you're covering a lot of games, so that's all for free. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And we'll see how you do this preseason. The first game here is Tampa Bay, Jacksonville. Jacksonville is a 1-point favorite. Total is 37. What research have you done on this game that you think might shed some light on possible line value?
Well, this is a little bit of a tough game because initially you would think that the Jaguars would be a good preseason play. They do, we always remember when we're right when it comes to being, kind of an amateur draftnik in the NBA and NFL, and I can't say I'm right as of yet, but Blake Bortles, Jacksonville's new quarterback, the rookie quarterback, I was high on him in college. I honestly thought he was a good prospect. It's too early to say I told you so, but he is getting extremely positive reports in training camp so far. Of course, he hasn't even taken a snap in a preseason game, so like I said, tough to say I told you so. But because of suspensions and injuries, Jacksonville, a team that could, in theory, be pretty deep at the wide receiver position, they're not. So he's not going to have a whole heck of a lot of targets here. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Tampa Bay, they're very deep at the offensive line position, and depth in the preseason certainly means a lot. They're also very deep at running back, Doug Martin, Mike James, Bobby Rainey, rookie Charles Sims. So because of the injuries to Jacksonville at the wide receiver position, where it remains to be seen whether Bortles is going to show in game one, I don't know how many weapons he's going to have, and because of the depth that Tampa Bay does have, I will go with the Buccaneers here.
Tampa Bay +1 is your pick. You don't want to maybe just touch the total instead?
No, it's one of those that I would probably lean towards the under because, as I said, Jacksonville, believe it or not, they do have weapons. It's just a matter of them either being healthy or suspended, and they're not going to have too many weapons this game. And number two, it does look like Tampa Bay will likely stick to a ground game here because that's where their depth is. So I would say it is probably going to be a pretty low-scoring game.
But it sounds like your leans here are kind of lukewarm. So do you want to go on the record with an official pick, or do you just want to stick to a lean here and not put it on your permanent record?
Now, I will say this. You are correct. As far as my official pick, we will go with the under here. I think that is the stronger play.
Okay, so your official pick, permanent record, under 37 in Tampa Bay, Jacksonville. Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Thanks so much.